What is up, y'all? I'm back with another video. Yeah, I know it's been a minute since I last recorded, but I've been just a little bit busy in real life in general, and also I've been doing a little bit of work, my hardware, just doing some upgrades and all that cool stuff. But anyway, welcome to yet another trip with us. And for a trip today, I'll be flying this giant behemoth bus. I just like to call it that. But we are flying from Gatwick all the way to Dubai. So sit back, relax, get some snacks, all that cool stuff, and enjoy the trip with us. Alright, so anyway, as we begin now, at this point, take a look at our weather. Also, let me get this in the charts. Alright, that's already too early, and this should be the correct one. They created this flight plan a few times, so I'm just going to re-import it. Import from SendBrief. Alright. Off block will be 2110. Alright. Why did I close that? Now it doesn't want to record, does it? Okay. Alright, there it is. Alright. Let's start by looking at our flight plan and everything. Cost index will be 200 today. And our cruise level will be 370, and we will set to 390, and we can expect our initial climb to be up to 230, or depending on instructions from air traffic control. Do have controllers monitoring. We have a person monitoring Gatwick approach, so that will be our departure frequency today. Alright. Now let's just take a look at the routes. There's our departure, Minful 1 Mike. And we're taking up 26 left. And now let's take a look at our weather. 220 at 5, so very good winds, very light winds. Just have a 5 knots headwind. Or tailwind rather. Tailwind, correction. 21 degrees, a little bit rather warm, so we want to get the AP running and get the air conditioning on before we board passengers. And as time goes on, we can see that it will get a little bit cloudier in Gatwick, and that's pretty much just all. Nothing really major at all. So just very calm, quiet, or boring weather out of Gatwick, but that will give us a really smooth departure. Alright, taking a look at our destination. Pretty much almost the same story, except for the very high temperature. It is pretty hot in Dubai. It is normal there though. As far as the weather, QNH 984, and here QNH 1018 1018. If we look at our alternates, very good weather here, but we should not really expect to have to divert there just because of our weather for our departure and destination. Alright, if we take a look at the maps, we're not really expecting turbulence at all. And the jet stream will be over us at flight level 410. Our final cruise altitude will be 390. We just have that one step. So very smooth flights is what we're looking at today. So let's get to it. In our initial climb, whether if this is, well, we do have this as our top of climb 230. Just because of the SIDS, we can enter -24. -24. Oh no. That performance page will ask for a tailwind. My bad. Not the temperature, so we will enter 32 and enter 32 for that. Alright. Points. Let's hop into the cockpits. Starts getting things ready. Sim's gotta render a little bit. Well, that it's now the numbers here. Alright. And that's the render. Okay. Here we go. Frames are a little bit low though, I will say. Alright, at this point, we can get the APU running, and we will monitor it here. Perfect. Very good. And all I can really do is turn up the brightness on our displays. It is pretty low by default in the configuration. And as far as the performance of the sim goes, at this point, the time of the recording, I feel like the VRAM bugs kind of still persist a little bit. And the developers, they do claim to be working on it, but do not really have an accurate say on that. Alright, APU is ready. It does start up fast in this airplane. Alright. So I do spend time rendering my settings a lot as far as that goes. Do try to find a sweet spot between a pretty sim and good frames, but it is kind of tricky, especially with the bugs. Alright, at this point we can import. There we go. That is in. And let's do that as well. There we go. And for our fuel, what do we have for our fuel at this point? It's 84.6, so it automatically loads the fuel. So 84.4, so I'm not going to really mess with GSX for that, just because it'll start freaking out. Just instant load that and skip that procedure in GSX. It doesn't want to. Alright, there it is. Alright, and I'm going straight to boarding. See if the integration wants to work today. Alright. Alright, do I have to Recall for boarding. I have to call for boarding again.
Boarding requested.
There it is. There it is. And it looks like it's integrated. I just saw it gray out, kind of. Looks like it's. Alright, good, good. Well, let's get on with this. And ground handling does not automatically open the doors in this airplane for some reason, so gotta take care of that myself. Alright. So anyway, now we're over here in the FMS. Let's get to work over here. Already opened the doors, they will open. And we can just look over this, make sure we have the right data. We have the powerful Rolls-Royce Trent 972s. Our active data is 2507, I think that is number.
Do you want to board crew?
July 10th through August 7th. Yep,
Crew
with the
boarding
crew.
starting.
Perfect. You have the correct data. So let's get to work here. Simply just copy, simply just uplink the flight plan right over here. Call it a day.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Wait for that to load. It does take a minute sometimes. You know what? Sometimes this can be a little bit buggy. But let's see if it works. Should come up right about now. Or in a few more moments.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Let's take a look outside to see how that ground handling is looking. Alright, perfect, perfect. Alright. Everything looks good, alright. Got the flight plan received. Let's insert, please. This grayed out, oh, I was about to say. There we go, there we go. That is our trip wind. Here we go. Alright, page is complete and the page is complete, and now we're down to our flight plan where we can just really just enter our departure and arrival. Call it a day.
Your crew has boarded.
So let's get to doing that. 26 left, and we're over to F1 mic. Also, let me get the, I could get the ATIS right about now. So let me go into my radios. Alright, so we have 36524 ATIS, and we have Gatwick approach online 2682. We into that. Oh. Okay.
Quick information, Lima. Time 2020 Zulu. Runway in use 26 left. Transition level, flight level 70. Surface, winds 2,205 knots. Cab OK. Temperature +21. Dew point +14. QNH 1018.
Alright, perfect.
Director is
perfect.
open. Departing aircraft make initial contact on frequency 126.825.
And we can
Acknowledge receipt of information Lima and advise aircraft type on first contact.
Oh, surfers.
Gatwick information Lima. Time 2020 Zulu. Runway in use 26 left. Transition level flight level 70. Surface. Winds 2,205 knots. Cab
Alright, 12
OK.
rights. Jeff.
Temperature
+21.
+21. Dew point +14.
Leave it this.
QNH 1018.
Let's go on ahead.
Director is
Let's go
open.
up to it.
Departing aircraft make initial
Alright, 12
contact on
rights.
frequency
Echo,
126.825.
Echo.
Acknowledge receipt of information Lima and advise aircraft type on first contact.
Temperature 20. Dew point 13.
Gatwick information Lima. Time 2020 Zulu. Runway in use 26 left. Transition level flight level 70. Surface. Winds 2,205 knots. Cab OK. Temperature +21. Dew point +14. QNH 1018. Director is
And
open.
18.
Departing aircraft make initial contact on frequency 126.825.
Oops.
Acknowledge receipt of
Alright.
information Lima and advise aircraft type on first contact.
Alright, there we go, there we go. Alright, let's scroll on down. Ooh. Yeah, right.
If
Yeah,
you want
this
8
is
Kilo
kind of the
Juliet,
stage for
3000
vectors
feet.
on to the approach.
Descending 3000, 1 Kilo
Right
Juliet.
there, but we can
France
move this
224,
one.
turn right heading 270 degrees.
Perfect. The light plan is ready to go.
right. Air France 224.
It is 6717, turn left heading 345.
And for this road, the sim brief,
Heading
this
left
airplane does not
345.
have a takeoff landing performance calculator on board. So, over the sim brief. Perfect, perfect.
Fueling 7475, turn left heading 020 degrees, descend
Altimeter
flight level 80.
is 1018, that's correct. Temperature is 21, is that correct? Let me double check.
Fueling
Yep,
7475,
temperature is
Captain
21.
Director.
And weather's dry, weather's dry. 26 left, and everything's correct. Our takeoff weights is that
If you want 8 Kilo Juliet,
correct?
speed 180 knots.
Reducing 180, 18 Kilo Juliet.
Just double check on that. Yep, 413, 413.6.
Fueling 7475, Captain Director.
Speeds 136, 149, 155. Flaps 1 for takeoff, flex 64. And that's it. Oh, and as far as the bleeds, auto, so we can do a PAX on takeoff for today.
86717, turn left 290 degrees, cleared ILS approach, runway 26 left.
I'm sorry, can you say again slower? EasyJet, no, Easy 6717.
Turn left 290 degrees, cleared ILS approach, runway 26 left.
Clear for ILS approach, runway 26 left, turning right, heading
Flaps 1
290,
oops.
Easy 6717.
818 Kilo Juliet, turn left heading
Center
335.
gravity will be
That's 335.
34.6. Entering our
I'll call you back, I can hear you now. Brake Air France 224, turn right heading 020 degrees.
big bid.
Right,
Center
0
gravity.
Air France 224.
So,
Fueling 7475, that wasn't to you. Fueling 7475, turn
Oh,
left 360
no.
degrees and
Do
speed
that.
220.
Speed 220, left.
Halo
230.
3623, okay.
It's left at 360.
360.
Or rather, they
224, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, reduce speed 180 knots.
Descend 3,000 feet, speed 180 knots.
Alright, thrust reduction altitude is
717, you've gone through the localizer,
Perfect,
turn left heading
and
200,
we are
descend
going flight
2,000 feet.
64.
You are cleared for the ILS.
Alright. Packs on, anti-ice off. And we're gonna call it a day.
Stand by.
Perfect. Performance speed just completes, and now we just gotta...
I'll call you back, break easy 6717, reduce your final approach speed, and you
Our
are cleared for the ILS.
is 344.6.
Roger, reducing my speed.
I mean, the key component of that was that you are cleared for the ILS. You need to turn left towards the runway, please.
So, apologize, yes, I am turning right now.
If you want 8 Kilo Juliet, turn left 290 degrees, one established 26 left, descend glide path. Left 290, cleared ILS, will go, easy 18 Kilo Juliet. Easy 18 Kilo Juliet, speed 160 knots, till 4
Black
DME.
fuel will be
160 to
4.4,
4,
perfect.
18 Kilo Juliet. Easy 6717, you're cleared for a visual approach, runway 26 left, you are number 1.
Cleared for ILS approach on 26. No, wait, no, stand by.
Air France 224, turn left heading
And now
350
you can
degrees.
see we have our passenger sitting down.
Left 350, Air France 224.
Something new. It's not really new in the
Cleared
sim.
for visual
I just
approach
didn't
on
know
26 left,
to
if I'm
get this
right,
working. No, they're all rendered funny. Not really rendered.
67.
You know, you had to configure
17.
that in FSDT. But I did just get that working. That's something new on the channel.
Fueling 7475, turn
Then
right
nothing
heading 090 degrees, descend 3000,
But
QNH
speed just completes,
1018.
and that completes the pre-flight setup. And now we can
right heading. Can you repeat
configure
that?
the airplane for
Hey, turn heading
departure.
090.
Alright, we can get that cruise fly on
Heading
and
090.
flight recorder.
6717, clear to land 26 left, it's 220 degrees,
Airs, we
5
can align
knots.
them.
Clear to land, runway 26
And
left.
let's go and confirm that they're aligning.
6717.
Easy 26 Tango Foxtrot for taxi. Call you back, brake strum up
Alright.
23 November Echo, push and start approved, face west.
Alright, available in 7
Push and
minutes.
start approved, face
Perfect.
west, Shamrock 24 November Echo. Easy 26 Tango Foxtrot, taxi, holding point Alpha 2 via Lima, Papa and Alpha Sierra. Yeah, Papa
Alright,
Alpha Sierra,
lights,
Alpha 2,
lights.
26 west, Easy 26 Tango Foxtrot.
Nav on and local and auto, and lights as required.
Building
Engine
7475,
mode selected
disregard.
norm.
Air France
Air
224, turn left heading
is on
295, one established on the
The
localizer, 26 left,
cabin
descend with the
temperature
glide
select
path.
is set to person select. Perfect. Everything's known in the
Left
electrical, in the electric panel.
290, establish localizer.
Alright, so with the fuel pumps,
Air France 224.
now I don't know exactly, I can't recall exactly the procedure of which ones to turn on first and all.
Easy.
But I believe it's main pumps first,
6717,
and
going
then
around.
tanks, and then
I had a feeling that might
standbys.
happen. Easy
So
6717, fly the
relax,
runway
do it in that
heading,
order.
climb 3,000 feet.
I also believe inner tanks, outer
Easy
tanks.
6717, runway heading, climb 3,000 feet.
321, stand 20.
Diving to 3000 feet, EasyJet 3717.
Alright.
Parasoli.
The aircraft Parasoli clearance, I'll send that on a PDC message.
Roger.
In that order. Alright, it's perfect. Alright. Fuel pumps on, and if we
If you
go
want
up
8 Kilo
this
Juliet,
camera,
click to land
everything's good
26
over
left,
here.
220 degrees,
Can't
5
mess with
knots.
anything.
26 left, little left, easy 18 Kilo Juliet.
And also, one thing I did forget, since we now have our fuel on board, seatbelts and no mobile on, and emergency exit lights on. Alright, perfect. And now We're down to the center panel over here. And it starts here. Switches all set to norm.
Emirates 224, when localizer established, 160
And we
knots, still
can
40
come
ME.
over here.
When
Oh.
established 160 knots and
Really
inform
flying
you.
through some lag
Air
over
France
here.
224.
But anyway,
Gatwick director,
landing gear lever is down. We have all the green lights. And the auto brake is
Shamrock 23 November
This
Echo,
moment's
taxi
off.
left on November,
And
hold
disarm.
short of Juliet.
Left on November,
and
hold short
parking
on
brake
Juliet,
again. Check that. We have the
Shamrock
chocks
23
in
November
place.
Echo.
So pressure releases. This takes the brake. This will take the brakes off, and we can turn it back on now. And that bleeds off a little bit of active pressure. That is
Fueling
fine. It will
7475,
repressurize.
turn left heading 010 degrees.
All right, perfect.
So left, heading 01
And now we're down to the aisle.
Easy
Yeah, come over
6717, turn left heading 100 and speed
We do not
220
get a
knots.
squad code from
Heading
air traffic control. We do
1
not have a quick procedures
0.
yet.
Wait, no, can
We'll
say
call
again.
for one soon, though.
ET 67.
That's
Okay.
we're squadron 2000
Heading
at the moment, and
100 and speed 220.
we are standby.
Fueling
We set the
7475, further
standby.
left turn heading 340 degrees, reduce speed 180 knots.
Transponder set to standby. Perfect. Yep.
Turn
auto.
left, heading 380
Standby.
degrees, and reduce speed
Oh, I
180
set the
knots.
auto.
The heading is
Establish
340.
localizer runway 26 left, Air France 224.
Alright, anyway, we can go back.
Easy 180
And we
Juliet,
are
clear to land
tuned.
26 left, 220 degrees, 5.
Clear to land.
Gatwick approach.
Gatwick director, very good evening. Griffin 5 Bravo Romeo
And
is
the
descending
lighting
to
is as
flight
required
level
over
130
here,
level at
so we
altitude.
do not need to mess with
Griffin
that.
5 for Romeo, hello, 26 left, no delay, descend flight level 100.
And also, we can
26 left, no delay, descending flight level 100,
monitor
5
our
Bravo
pressure.
Romeo.
So let's go to that. And copy FedEx momentarily. There we go. Perfect.
86717, confirm you're turning left
And
heading
over
100.
here, we have already pressure.
I am
Perfect,
turning
13.9.
left heading 100 EasyJet 6717.
And now this comes back on. Perfect. And in this
Shamrock
panel,
23 November Echo, left on to Alpha Sierra, hold
do
altitude.
check that there's no white lights except for the
Left on Alpha Sierra, holding
for the
Alpha 2,
flight
Shamrock
order.
23
And
November.
obviously the data link system, which is not modeled
26
in the
Tango
airplane.
Foxtrot, you ready immediate?
If I'm 26 Tango Foxtrot.
26 Tango Foxtrot, via Alpha 1, clear takeoff 26 left with no delay, it's 2205 knots.
Let's take off 26 left, it's 26 Tango Foxtrot.
Alright.
Easy 18 Kilo Juliet, continue 8 left, hold short Romeo.
And now we
Got
can
the right
just
left, full
brief
short
over
Romeo,
the
1
cockpit
kilo
preparation
Juliet.
checklist.
Feeling
And
7475, left 270 degrees, one established,
good to
descend with
go,
the glide
alright.
path.
ear pins and covers are removed.
270 degrees,
Perfect.
17475.
Fuel quantity.
Feeling
We have departure
7475, 160 knots, still 4 DME.
RF 1018. Sets.
160 knots, 17475.
Check is complete. Okay. Cannot click this funky little click spots. There it is. Check is complete. Alright, alright.
Emirates 224, continue approach, 1 departure ahead, the surface wind 220 degrees, 5 knots.
Now we can just cross check
Continue departure, Air
our
France
departure
224.
over here before we go. Alright. So taking off 26 left. We'll go around heading and then
CZ41 Golf Tango, inbound tail 2, descending flight level 130, passing flight level 168.
4 Golf Tango, good evening, route direct Mayfield,
X,
Mike Alpha Yankee,
Amy,
descend flight level 100.
2.3.
Descend flight level 100, and redirect to Mayfield, easy,
Right
4 Golf
turn
Tango.
and direct Amy 31 between 3200 and 4000 max 220 knots.
Juliet, 2321 stand
And we have over here
pushing start.
I'll call you back, break,
4000
Emirates 224, clear to land,
That's
26 left, 220 degrees, 5 knots.
829.
Clear to land, Air France 224.
Feeling
And
1
then
November
now
Juliet,
we're
push and
down.
start approved, face east.
Push start approved.
Over to Acorn at 5,000 and then
November,
Info
Juliet.
at 6,000. Alright, perfect. Yeah, all of that. All of that.
Shamrock 2-3 November Echo. I think you're at mic 1 now, so just hold mic 1.
Hold mic 1, Shamrock 2-4 November Echo, apologies.
Come over here.
86 Tango Foxtrot, report your passing altitude, climb now, flight level 150.
I think 2,100, climb down, flight level
There's a flight plan and make sure we have all of the
Britain 5 Bravo Romeo, turn
constraints
left
and
heading
everything in there.
050 degrees, descend flight level 70.
Left heading 050 degrees, descent to flight level 70, Griffin 5 Bravo Romeo.
Griffin 5 Bravo Romeo,
Alright,
maintain
220
250
at
knots or
4,000.
greater.
250 or greater, Griffin 5 Bravo Romeo.
Easy
Acorn at
6717,
5,000
speed
and
180 knots.
Info at 6,000.
Speed 180 knots, easy 6717.
Alright, perfect, perfect. Alright. So we're good to go. We are just waiting for the last of our passengers.
Gatwick Director Shamrock
to
2-3
get
November
on
Echo, I believe I've actually taxied to Whiskey 1, that is my apologies.
Yes, it looks that way. You can make a U-turn on Alpha November and hold mic 1.
U-turn on Alpha November, did you say?
Affirm.
Wilco Shamrock 2.
Oh, one thing I almost forgot. The MCP rates.
Approach.
So all we have to
correct,
do
Gatwick,
is
correct, Suffocate
over here.
436, request radio, check over.
and into our initial climb,
505, thank you.
which we can expect to be 230, and at this point I will call for
Griffin 5 Bravo Romeo, 35 miles, descend 4,000,
So, let me-
QNH 1018.
get that all sorted. Oh, and we're ready to go
4,000
now.
with 1018, Griffin 5 Bravo Romeo.
And we still have, let's see, alright, we have
NEC 18 Kilo Juliet, holding charge Romeo. 1 Kilo Juliet, thank you. It's going to be stand 560, taxi left on Quebec,
information
and
mic,
then
we have
Lima,
information
Quebec
mic.
Alpha.
Stand 560, Quebec, Lima, Quebec Alpha.
QNH
18 Kilo
1018.
Juliet. Thank you for the excellent service, good evening.
Cheers, bye-bye.
Alright, we're ready to go.
Everyone's 224, continue on to Juliet, hold short
Let's
Sierra.
have over.
Continue Juliet, holding short on Sierra, France to the phone.
Fueling 7475, clear to land 26 left, it's 230 degrees, less than 5 knots.
Clear to land, 26 left, going to 475.
Yeah, good approach. Good evening. Emirates Flight 10 is ready to copy PDC.
Tango Foxtrot, nothing further, I'm afraid. Monitor advisory 1228, see ya.
Let's have over.
Unicom 120, mate, thanks. CG26 Tango Foxtrot.
Oh, let me do that again.
Gatwick Director Shamrock 2-3 November Echo, holding at mic 1.
Shot 2-3 November Echo,
it's
line
not
mic
almost
1, line up
almost,
and wait
I don't-
26 left, be ready for an immediate departure.
Why is that?
Line up and wait on 26 left. Okay.
Now let me make sure it's on. Gatwick approach, good evening. Emirates 10 is ready to copy PDC with information mic. Altimeter 1018. IFR to Dubai.
Emirates 10, hello, I'll put that on text for you.
Alright, there we go.
Griffin 5 Bravo Romeo, you can
Alright,
reduce now 220 knots or greater, descend to altitude 3,000
Clear
feet.
Dubai off 26
220 knots,
left.
hold greater, and we'll descend to
There's
3,000. Griffin 5 Bravo
So
Romeo.
our initial altitude is 4,000.
86717, turn left,
Departure
heading
frequency
050
is
degrees.
26882. 2682.
Turning left, heading 050
Right,
degrees.
type.
Easy 6717.
If you want, 4 Golf Tango, fly heading 065 and descend flight level 70.
Heading
And we'll go
065,
for
level
push.
70, easy 41 Golf
Alright,
Tango.
good, good. So,
Shuttle
start
23
us back
November
down to
Echo, clear takeoff
4,000.
26 left, it's 230 degrees, less than 5 knots.
Clear takeoff 26 left,
Turn
Shamrock
the brightness
2-3
over
November
here.
Echo.
Everyone's 224, just hold position, I've got an aircraft crossing in front of you on Juliet.
Holding position, Air France to the phone.
Alright,
Fueling
and we're ready to go now.
7475, taxi, Juliet, Zulu, Whiskey, stand
It's
1.
2 minutes behind schedule. We're still on time.
Taxi Juliet Zulu Whiskey, stand 1. 17475.
Get this checklist
Five
up
Bravo
so we
Romeo,
can
turn
get
left
ready
heading
to go.
320 degrees.
Here we go.
Left heading 320 degrees,
Starts.
Griffin 5 Bravo Romeo.
Parking brake already checked.
AT4 1 Golf Tango, speed
Take off
220 knots,
speed,
descend
send thrust.
5000, QNH is 1018.
And that
Descend
is
5000, KH108, speed 220 knots, CG4 1 Golf
6,
Tango.
149, 155, Black 64. We have all the information, and now we just turn on beacon. We're ready to go. And also, let's not forget.
Charlotte 23 November Echo, report you passing altitude, climb now, flight level 150.
Oh, it's on auto. Thinking this, yeah. Alright, we're ready to go. Alright, perfect. And the transponder is set.
Shamrock
It's not on the
23 November
checklist,
Echo.
and it should be. I feel like. I don't know exactly. And we can close and lock the cockpit door. Oh, before we do
AT4 1 Golf
that,
Tango, turn left 050 degrees, descend
let's get our
altitude
doors
3000 feet.
closed. Let's make sure
Heading 050 degrees down to 3000 feet, CG4 1
do
Golf Tango.
that.
Griffin 5 Bravo Romeo, speed 180 or greater, turn left 290 degrees, well established, descend glide path 26 left.
Left
Doors
290
are
degrees,
closed,
speed 180 or
and we
greater, when
can
descent from the localizer will descend with
plug
line,
externals.
Griffin 5 Bravo Romeo.
Bye bye.
Boarding 1 November Juliet, we're ready for taxi.
Billy 1 November Juliet, thanks, taxi Mike, hold Mike 1.
Taxi Mike to hold Mike 1, Boarding 1 November Juliet.
Alright. We're ready to
Shamrock
go.
23
Wait, what
November
was our
Echo,
squawk
climb flight level
code?
150.
Squawk code
150, Shamrock
was
23 November Echo.
0744. Almost forgot. 0744. So let me enter that.
AT4 1 Golf Tango,
Oops.
start reducing 180 knots.
Whichever will start reducing 180 knots, CG4 1 Golf Tango.
86 717, turn left heading 340 degrees.
Heading 34 degrees, jet 6717.
And I'm gonna enter that. Perfect. Alright, that is our squawk code.
Air France 224, continue on to Juliet, hold short of Romeo.
Make sure, yeah.
Continue with Juliet, holding short on Romeo, Air France 224.
Fueling 7475, the aircraft shouldn't be a factor, but...
Alright, I had to step away for a moment. Come back, so
Tower Tower 2, hello, right now 4459.
everything's set up, so we're now
Windows
ready to go.
4459, hello, direct timber, descend flight level 70.
Direct to the descent flight level 70, right now 4459.
Gatwick approach. Emirates 10 is ready for push, stand 558. Heavy Airbus A380.
Maintaining speed 150 knots, maintaining until for the wait. Stand by.
Emirates 10, just confirm you're calling for push and start.
Airframe ready for push, stand 558. Airbus A380.
Emirates 10, push and start approved, face south.
Push approved, face south. Alright.
AT4 1 Golf Tango, turn left heading 340 degrees.
Heading 340 degrees, CG4 1 Golf
Alright, let's
Tango.
hit the beacon.
86 717, you've gone through the
And we're
localizer,
out.
cleared visual approach, 26 left.
Checklist complete.
Visual approach 2
There we go.
6 left.
Boarding 1 November Juliet, fully ready.
Probably 1 November Juliet, thanks. Behind line in Griffin, line up by Mike 1 and be fully ready for immediate departure.
We're line up now, as you just landed now, yeah.
Ethan.
Roger that, we'll be ready for immediate.
We start recording over here. Just so we can get some really nice takeoff and landing shots. If the sim doesn't lag too much during our takeoff. Because if it does, that'll create problems
shot on Romeo,
in
France
flight
224.
control replay.
Air France 224, left Romeo, and then Lima, stand 54 left.
Turn left for Lima, stand 5 to left.
Alright,
France
we
to
can
the
left
front.
turn and push.
Britain 5 Bravo Romeo, Juliet Short Sierra.
Alright, there we go. Thank you very
Juliet
much.
Short Sierra, 5 Bravo Romeo.
Commencing push.
Warning 1 November Juliet, clear
And
takeoff
also, I
26
believe
left with no delay,
there's
230
a
degrees,
bug
less than 5.
in the aircraft
Clear takeoff, warning 1 November
where
Juliet.
the engines don't really start if we do the procedure. But
84 on Gold Tango, turn left
see
290
whether or
degrees,
not
1
it's this
established,
time
26 left, descend
when
with
it
the glide
starts,
path.
290 degrees, want to establish second
I'll
altitude,
wait
6
for
left,
the
descend glide,
pushback
EG 41 Golf Tango.
and use the configurations
84 on Gold Tango,
to
when
start
localizer
engine.
established, 160 knots till 4 DME.
One
See what
localizer
it
established,
does.
160 to 4,
Start
EG
one and
41 Golf
two.
Tango.
And we get no luck. Interesting.
Britain 5 Bravo Romeo, continue Juliet, stand 1-4.
Continue, Romeo, stand 4. Was that sorry for 5 Bravo Romeo?
Just confirmed by Juliet, stand 1-4.
5 Juliet, stand 4. Apologies, 5 Bravo Romeo.
I have no luck on this engine
717,
start.
clear to land, it's 230 degrees, less than 5
That
knots.
bug persists. So what we're going to do is wait for
What runway?
the engine push.
I'm able to land runway
And-
26 left, right? Easy 6. Okay, Roger.
And then we're going to use the configurations over here, which shall be
British 4459, turn right heading
Seems
305.
like our frames are starting to pick up a
Right,
little bit
305
since we
right
didn't
now,
turn away, it's a little bit laggy.
Warning 1 November Juliet, climb now, flight level
I was
170.
ready for a taxi.
Climb flight level
96.
170, warning 1 November
That
Juliet.
starts the engines. It's a pretty long pushback. Feels like it pushes back a little
Red Base
far.
4459, 31 miles, descend 6000, QNH is 1018.
Descend 6000, QNH 1018,
Some
spread
airframes.
459.
Set parking brakes.
Thank you.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Alright. We're ready for the taxi. And I will just speed up the process here that will start the engine. And I'll correct some of the things up here. There you
Red
go.
Base 4459,
Those
descend
ones should be
altitude
on.
4000 feet.
Descend 4000, run at 4459.
Also, as it completes, to finish you up. Alright. Let me, for now, turn off the nose lights, just so we don't blind the tug operator that is under us on our nose gear.
86717, taxi Juliet, hold short Romeo.
Alright.
EasyJet
And since I use the configuration
6717, am I
legitimate
on
bits,
position for
our
a second?
after
I
start
need
checklist
to
shall be
just
complete.
take my chart.
So we'll pull this
I
up.
apologize.
Negative, you cannot stop there, it's a rapid exit taxiway, you need to keep moving.
Anti-ice, not needed. Checklist complete. We're ready.
Roger, Easy 267. No,
And we have a good engine start now, so say bye-bye to the tug.
Warning
Good
1
engine
November
starts.
Juliet, monitor advisory 1228, see ya.
You can disconnect.
1228, thanks very much, in a great job.
See ya. 84 and Golf Tango, clear to land 26 left, 230 degrees, less than 5 knots.
To land 26 left, EG 41 Golf Tango.
Easy 6717. I didn't see my plane put toga for no reason. I'm now in the grass. Do I need to disconnect or I can just come back on the taxiway?
86717, I think it will be best for you to disconnect.
Tow truck disconnected.
Alright,
Roger,
let's
I'll
go.
disconnect. Thank you for your patience.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Thanks for flying in.
Alright.
Red Nose 4459,
hand
descending
signal.
to altitude 3,000 feet.
Descend 3000, right now 4459.
Red Nose 4459, turn
this
left
one
heading
will go for
290
taxi.
degrees, 1 established 26 left, descend with the glide path.
Descending 290, 1 established localizer 26 left, descend with the glide, right now 4459.
Gatwick approach, Emirates 10, requesting taxi.
Emirates 10, taxi, holding point, Mike 1 via Quebec Alpha, Lima, Quebec, 08 left, Alpha November, and Mike.
Mike 1 via Quebec Alpha Lima, and can you repeat the rest for me, please?
I'll put it on text.
I missed that, huh? A whole lot of turns, that's why. We're gonna wait for it on text. Alright, perfect. Lima, Quebec.
5 Bravo Romeo, the aircraft in front of you is pushed out clearance. I'm not sure what's gone on there, but you can take stand 28 or 24 if you wish.
Understood, yeah, we'll
ready
take,
to go.
we'll just swing in on 28 for
Advance
5 Bravo
signal and
Romeo, thank you.
everything.
Cheers.
So that taxi lights,
Gatwick approach,
Taxi
easy
lights come back
224
on.
on Mike 426 left.
or rather nose light
224, hello,
2
let's take
taxi.
push without clearance, sir. I don't have a flight plan for you either. Can you send one through, please?
Ooh.
Yeah, no worries. I'm sending that over right now, and I thought push was at our discretion. That's my apologies. Easy 224.
Not in the UK.
Let me turn this back up a little bit. Yeah, there we go.
8224, thanks. I've got your flight plan now. Just send your clearance on text and just let me know when you're ready to taxi.
And let me also look at the taxi charts.
84 Golf Tango, taxi 08 left, hold short Romeo, and there will be an A380 passing, so plenty of Winton clearance, please.
Yep, Roger, 08 left, hold short Romeo, easy 41 Golf Tango.
Emirates 10, just confirm you received the taxi instruction, you're ready to move?
Taxi instruction is received, and I am now ready to move. We'll get moving.
And Gatwick, easy 224, ready for taxi.
8224, right on Mike, hold at Mike 1.
Taxi Mike, hold Mike 1 for 26 left, easy 224.
Red Nose 4459, 26 left, you cleared to land. It's 230 degrees, 4 knots.
Clear down 26 left, Red Nose 4459, thank you.
Alright, I need Quebec Bravo. So Gatwick approach, can I actually get Quebec Bravo as the first turn? Just because Lima is not available for code F in the charts.
Emirates 10, A phone Quebec Bravo is approved.
Quebec Bravo. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Airplane does like to roll away. Only we need to add in thrust. Oversteer. Yep. Correct.
84 and Golf Tango, I think you're going to beat the A380 to Romeo, so continue 8 left, Alpha November, Papa, and Lima, stand 48 left.
Yep, no worries, Alpha November, Papa, Lima, 248 left, easy 41 Golf Tango, thanks very much, see ya.
See ya. AT224 behind the landing 737 on a 3-mile final via Mike 1, line up 26 left behind.
Behind landing company, line up 26 left behind, AT224.
So Norwegian 737 just on about 3 miles.
Alright, there we go. Alright. Arrival is in. Goes right in. Perfect. Alright. Gatwick traffic, Emirates 10 lining up, 26 left for departure. Alright, lining up now, so lane switches on and strobe on. And we're on our way out. Ooh. Airplane breaks hard with my controller. Definitely does. Very wide turn. Let's do that. Controller is a pain for this aircraft.
And Gatwick traffic, easy 12 Juliet Zulu, fully vacated, runway 26.
Alright, thank you. Gatwick traffic, Emirates 10 taking off 26 left, caution wake, heavy Airbus A380.
Kilo Charlie 2816, short final 27 left, Kilo traffic.
Alright. And we're good for takeoff. Perfect. Alright. This plan, I'm gonna start the clock so that I don't forget. Alright. I forgot to set that to a correct tail numbers and everything. Alright, so forward pressure on the stick. And let's go for those detents. Oh. Yeah, I tried to stabilize the engines at we were like around 50%. Doesn't really do that for me. Alright, flex 80 knots for passing knots, so forward pressure. Very laggy departure, so probably gonna get it messed up. Takeoff shots. So probably gonna get to see that. Oh, sorry, rotate. Has a V2 speed. Station was kind of hard. I'm getting a little bit of input lag too. Positive gear up. Alright. Kind of a hard rotation. Alright. I'll try to get some takeoff shots best I can. Alright, perfect. At this point we can get rid of those ground spoilers. No, that's after we go left side. Oh, no. Get off now, it's fine. Alright. And now we can go climb thrust. That's what I did already. Oh no. Let's go to that climb descent.
Gatwick traffic,
Still
ED
hand
12 Juliet Zulu, taxiing to stand 102
Alright,
26
there
left,
we go.
Romeo and Lima.
There it is, there it is. Alright, let's climb thrust. And we're going flaps up. Flap 0. The speed is coming up really, very nicely. Beautiful. Like I'm getting a little bit of input lag there. So flying a little bit rough on the stick right now. Yeah. But that's the constraints. Let's maintain 4K, 4,000. And we can shut this off and stop this. The chrono. Drop a little bit of altitude. Trying to follow this flight director. Alright, it's getting back to 4,000. And we really should be doing smooth. I think I got a little bit of a bad habit with that. Let's do smooth inputs on the stick. Not try too hard to follow the flight director exactly, if you understand what I'm saying. Alright. And that's 4,000. The next constraint. And we're up 250 knots. Our frames definitely seem to be picking up now. Alright, very good, very good. And our next altitude restriction is 5,000 airborne. And we're really in profile climb, so we can really dial this up to 230 at this point. Dropping altitude. I have to select this. There it is. All right. A little bit of tailwind is pushing us to the left. All right. All right. Ooh. Speed wants to increase on us. Speed is running away. Alright, there we go, there we go. Alright, perfect. This airplane does fly very smoothly, though. I do like that, so I do like that. And it is pretty quiet too. Quiet and powerful Rolls-Royce engines. That is the magic of them. Alright, we're about to start a turn. Mile. Alright, there we go. Oh, now. nice. That was a really good turn. Good there.
10 mile final for Emirates.
Ooh. Airplane does climb really fast. Yeah. It's not past our constraint over here. Alright, perfect. I like the hand fly, but I feel like I definitely could improve on it in this aircraft. Oh, I almost forgot. Alright, Poland standard. Yep. You're past our transition level. Oh, we're about to get past it. It's 7,000 now. It's set to 6,000. This will change. Well, yeah. This will transition level in the charts. Alright, beautiful. Alright, we're up to 2.0. Perfect. Here we go. Getting better with those inputs. Yep. Free practice here. I'll really turn this off this one. I don't know. Have the land switches on. After 10,000 landing lights come off. Alright. Leveling down a little bit. Not leveling, but you're pitching down. So that nosing will be seatbelt signs can come off. Alright, perfect. Definitely don't have to rush those down. For this. For climb out. Alright, past 10,000 feet. I'm gonna get the cabin signs on auto. Alright, perfect, perfect. I'll just continue hand flying it just for fun. Just enjoying ourselves here. And we are 13 minutes into the flights at this point. Not doing any rough movements on the stick. Just turned off the seatbelts. Our speed is increasing. We want to bleed off some speed because I'm overspeeding a little bit here. Not overspeeding, but I am over the FMS speed. Just a little bit, pitch up a little bit, just to bleed off a little bit of that speed. And we're about to pass CVR, but here's our point where we reached flight level 230. So at this point, we can go up to 37 and dial up at 370 at this point. Select and profile. Perfect. Here we go. Oh, I keep forgetting where the weather radar is. It is here. Weather was clear during that departure, so not like we really needed it all that much. Right. At this point, we can just look at our cabin pressure. That's already up here. And our cabin pressure is normal. Alright. Yup, new cruise level. And my sim is like great. Very nice. There we go. There. Alright, we're back in business. At this point, I will put on the autopilots. Let the airplane fly itself. Perfect. And as far as the interior lighting, let's see. I believe the lighting in the cabin is automatic. Oh, I did just leave this on too. Alright, that comes off. Let's take a look in here. Let's see how things look. Alright. Cabin's not as bright. It was before takeoff. All of our passengers who just sat down did disappear though. The GSX is not perfectly integrated with this airplane. Look at that beautiful upper deck though. Very nice. Very lovely. You know, I will go back into the flight deck. I'll save the views of up here for flight control replay shots. Since I now just started using it. Even though it's been in the sim for a pretty long time at this point, I just never really got to using it during my videos. Alright, we're currently about, I would say 12-13 minutes from our top descent. So I'm back in the mic, and at this point we can start configuring and briefing for arrival. So let's get on with that right about now. Let's do that now. I will just start with the arrival briefing, and we can start doing a check, or procedures rather. If I can get the Explorer page recording. Alright, there it is, it's up. And here's where we are over here. So we can go straight to the arrival. We'll tab 3. Tab 3 Echo is what we have over here. And here's all of the waypoints and everything. So we will be coming along this way, and we make this way up. We have two constraints over here. So at Delta Bravo 400, below 7,000, Delta Bravo 401 is 6,000 and below, and our transition level will be 150, 1,500, 15,000. I said 1,500. And if still no agency online, not a problem. I will vector myself. We can direct over to Iraq. And we do have to keep in mind the restrictions over here. The restrictions passing. Oh no. Just direct, but we'll slow the airplane down at, this will be a good speed, 185 knots. And then can get down to, so really it's the plan. If no ATC, me vector myself after Delta Bravo 401, just simply direct to wreck and get right on to the approach. Simple as that. And if we look at the approach while we're at it, so we can take, this is for Gatwick. Goodbye. Thank you very much. And we're taking 12 rights. 12 rights. We made 109.5. And the course is 119 where we're heading. Our missed approach altitude is 4,000. And the altitude ceiling when we approach is, well, missed approach is the altitude ceiling, that's 4,000. And altitude ceiling on the glide, so rather is 3,000. So that's where we start. So let's decision heights is 200. That'll be 211 feet. Elevation is 62 feet over here. Alright. Good. Or 11 feet rather. Elevation is 11 feet. Alright, perfect. And if we look at the weather, the altimeter there is 984. Alright, so perfect. And we can go ahead and start entering that information. So let's go ahead and do it. And it should be in our performance page. Alright, leave this alone. Let's go to the approach. Temperature, I believe will be 35. Temperature will be 36. Okay, 36. I believe that's what we had. So 36 on the temperature. Enter. 36. PONH will be 994. Or let me actually take a look at our weather briefing over here again. What are we expecting? 984. Alright, that's correct. That's accurate. 984. 984. UNH 984. Perfect. And the minimum 200. Alright. There we go. There we go. Alright, we have that entered. And we can do flaps 3. Approach speed 140. Alright. And it's just level 150. That is correct. Here we go. And we are coming up on our top percent, about 50 miles. So let's enter this info. And for wind, we can go ahead and enter 200 at 5. Here we come, winds. There we go. Alright, alright. Perfect. And we can start preparing for the descent. So I'm going to pre-select over here about 5,000. You can pre-select 5,000 at these points. And our speeds are already over here, so. But I will use the. I don't really use the landing performance calculator, so let's see if we can get a brake setting over here. Let's see what we get over here. Alright, this is all correct, our information. 1, 2 rights. Alright, and our landing weights. Let's see if we can cross check that. Gross weight is 321. Our fuel on board is 20.9 kilos. And if we go to our flight plan, we can see if we can take a look. What is our estimated fuel on arrival? Or maybe in the performance page anyway. Let's see if we can find it. Maybe not, maybe not. So let's see. We'll find in our flight plan. Still new to this aircraft. Still learning it. I don't know. So we might as well use the. Alright, so when do we arrive? Alright. I have an estimated fuel on arrival. I don't see one here. Huh. Or maybe it'd be in this page. Yeah, definitely. Alright, 19.5. Wow. So, and we can subtract that from our fuel on board, 20.7 minus 19.5. And that'll give us 1.5, which is what we will burn from this point down to the runway. Oh, 1.2 kilos, 1.2 thousand. So we will burn in case we have to enter that. Estimated fuel on arrival. Yeah, Alright, we subtract 1.2 from our gross weights, and that'll give us 319.4. So into that here. Oh, and that gives us flaps full. Flaps full. Let's add 100 to that. See what we get. Alright, there we go. Yep. Alright, flaps full, brakes auto. It's not giving us a brake setting. We do get flaps full, so. Factory landing, this is 75. Or it's close to 76. And the length of the runway, if we can find that out, take a look. Alright. Or go to the taxi charts. Runway 12 rights is 14,000 feet long, so we definitely have room. So, and we can now start our descent. Let's start our descent. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. All right. So we can use auto brakes. I would say 2. Let's go for auto brakes 2. Huh. Open descent. Wait a minute. Why is it on an open descent? Huh. A little bit strange. We're not getting a profile descent. You know, I just initiated that descent a little bit early. Maybe that's all that was. Anyway, our approach page is complete on full flaps over here, and we're going to call it a day. There we go, catching back up on it. They really maintain the descent path. I feel like this airplane does that really well. Alright, so or maybe it does. Alright, seems like we're catching back up onto it. Good, very good, very good. Constraints, let's cross check. We do have all of the constraints in there that's supposed to be there. Let me close Discord. Thought I closed it. Whoa. Huh. That's very strange. That's very strange. The autopilot flies it. Not a huge fan of how it flies. Profile descent does actually strange. This airplane, I don't know why. So why is it running to pitch down like that? Huh. We'll apply auto brake. Yeah, let's apply some, or speed brakes rather. I don't know why I said auto brake. Let's see what that does for our system. Because that is very strange. Seems like the autopilot doesn't really want to actually maintain the profile descent. It's just doing its own thing, rather. That's a little bit strange. But anyway, let's go to the checklist, see what we have. Oh, just down to approach, so we're good. Thought there was a descent checklist or something like that. So we can close this for now until we come up onto the approach. Alright, with speed brakes out, seems like it is maintaining the descent path a little bit better. But it's still a little bit off though. It's not perfect. It's not the best. Alright. We're perfectly on the descent path. Alright, great. I like that. And if we look over here, we have the correct information. We have runway 12, approach 12 right, 12 right, LS 109.5, that is correct. Yep. 3-degree glide slope, ILS. Alright. We have that in our navigate. Perfect. And we can pre-select our altimeter 984 as we're coming up. As we're coming down below our, or up onto our transition level. At this point I'll also turn on the cabin signs. Alright, seems like we're coming down nice and easy at this point. Very good, very good. I feel like my display is just dimmed a little bit. I don't know why. Or maybe it's just me. But let's brighten them a little bit. There we go. And I think we're gonna reach 5,000 right at the perfect point. Alright, oh, below 15,000, so there we go. Really, I want to reach it before that point. Alright, I'm at 10,000. Let's really use a little bit more auto brake so we can slow to 250 knots. And still keep on the descent path. That's set to 230. Alright, nice. At this point, I will do the approach checklist. Let's just go through that. Approach checklist. Alright, spare ref, 984. Altimeter. Minimums, 200. Sets and auto brake is set. Check is complete. We are good for the approach. Alright, very good, very good. Alright, and at this point we're under 10,000. Definitely turn on those landing lights. And runway turn-offs, they can come on at this point now. Coming down nice and easy, I like that. I wanted to descend to 5,000 rather a little bit faster, so I will use the V speed. Do that. Thanks to profile descent, we can enter an open descent and let it descend a little bit faster than it is, rather. Yeah, very good, very good. So I can sooner direct to the waypoint right before we wreck, and also at this point then come over here and remove that discon between the star and the approach. And at this point, we can go ahead and direct to re-rack. So let's do that. Re-rack. Alright, I'm typing it. There we go, there we go. Sir. Yep. And we're at 5,000. Perfect timing. Alright. And we're about to come up along the approach, so can actually slow the airplane down a little bit. So I will do that. Let's open our speed window. Slow it down. It's 2,000. Is I said 2,000. It's 212. That's not up on our flap speed. But we can go ahead at this point and going into our flaps. We go into our flap speed, flap swing. Go ahead and do that at this point. At 200 or below 195. Yeah, right there, 194. Full laps one. Coming on down. There we go. Very good. Leave our speed here. It's fine. So I can be in very good frames right now. Alright, very good, very good. Still no ATC online in Dubai. Alright, at this point we can go to 3,000 or 4,000. Yeah. Descend our airplane. There we go. We can go on ahead and hit 3,000. Okay, let's do that. Here we go. And we'll hit 3,000 right before we reach our approach path. And this will be our final turn as well. Alright, great, great. And sending a little bit quick. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, it'll level. It's level now. Alright. 4 laps, 2. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Go ahead and enter that. And since we're coming up on our approach, go ahead and do that too. Landing system, land system. And we can, at this point, enter approach mode. Coming up on it. Or should we, no. After we get the, oh yeah, I would say so at this point. Coming up on it. Here we go. Coming up on the ILS. Dubai traffic, good morning. Emirates flight 10. Coming up on localizer, runway 12 left. Alright. There we go, there we go. And we're coming along down. Alright, there we go, there we go. I think flaps to at that point, yeah, landing gear. So I did kind of that a little bit wrong. Alright, FCR is still recording, so should be able to get our landing. Should be able to get some very nice landing shots. Coming up very nicely on this approach. It's be coming down nice and easy. Alright, here we go. This plane landing gear down. And we're gonna... I'll go... Alright. Slow the airplane down. Flaps 3. Go flaps 3 at this point. And we're all the way down to our VREF speed. Here we go. 145. Alright, perfect, perfect. Here we go. Alright.
2,500.
Checklist. Landing checklist. Ground spoilers. Armed. Checklist complete. Flaps. Flaps full. Yeah. Almost forgot. Alright, flaps full for landing. And checklist complete. Cabin seats for arrival. Alright, there we go, there we go. Moving down really nicely. There we go. Beautiful.
$1,000.
Alright, here we go. For about 500, I will turn up the autopilot and fly this baby to the ground. And we're coming up on that too.
$100 above.
A bit down. Here we go.
Minimum.
Coming in nice and easy. Continue after minimum. Yep. 100. It's a lot the altitude
50,
calls.
40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Ah, very bad landing. We made it. Alright. Reverse SIRS. Here we go. Verses are really quiet, huh? You're strong too. Stopped on the runway. So let's vacate. Alright. Nah, very bad landing. Very good landing. And we will vacate the runway right here. Should have briefed over the taxi. I was forgetting that. Should have did a taxi briefing before the landing. Alright. Alright. Here's where we are shutting down. Alright. Make that turn a little bit shallow. Coming a little bit fast to that gate. And according to the standard operating procedure, this is not very good working habits, but ground handling is kind of so I have to do it this way. Oh, that's an accurate positioning. What's it lead me to? So we're gonna stop here. Stopping here. Gate is lined right up with our door. Yeah, this is really a position where we can stop. Alright, he's running. So, alright, parking brake is set too. And at this point, we can shut the engines. He's running. And it should be on bus. Alright, everybody.